it's called the school run strategy. The reason I chose this one though is because like I know Tom Hougaard is legit, like his strategy, like he makes money with it. So using a strategy that you know is working for someone else is like the best bet.
All right, folks, we've got Erick Jablonski here on the show. We've just done an awesome podcast. He's about to break down a strategy that he created from Tom Hougaard. Watching his live streams, he's going to break down the strategy and how he automated it using AI. So, not Tom, Erick, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. I know. I wish I was profitable like Tom, but not yet. Hopefully the bot will get me there.
Okay, well, let's break it down. How does the strategy work first?
Yeah, so the strategy, it's called the school run strategy. So it's basically, it's my variation of it. I can't remember exactly how Tom Hougaard trades it, but it's basically the first two 15-minute candles. You mark that range. So you mark the high. Okay, this freaking labels. You mark the, the high and the low of that range. And then essentially if it breaks above that range, you go long. If it breaks below that range, you go short. And then you put the stop at the opposite end. It's just very simple. It's like basically a 30-minute orb. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a simple strategy. I mean, because I know he trades. I've heard of the school run one before, and I know he trades a lot of different strategies. I didn't realize, and I've never investigated it, that this is how simple it is. And I believe I've seen. In fact, I think I've even created a video on it. The first two 15-minute candles. I created a video on the viral strategy that like everyone seemed to create a video on. This one candle, blah blah blah.
And
one
candle is all you need.
Yeah, and I even automated it, and it basically didn't work. So let's have a look at yours, because it does seem to be working.
Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below.
Yeah, so again, it's my variation. Like I believe Tom, maybe he only uses the second candle in the range, or he does a lot of back testing, a lot of like, he calls it situational analysis. So, I don't look at this and be like, oh, this is how Tom trades. No, it's like more, I learned it from Tom and I kind of took it and ran with it. So the way I basically used Claude Code. So I talked to Claude Code. I gave it my back testing, it's like manual back testing in an Excel sheet. And I briefly explained the strategy, which, because it's so simple, thankfully, it's like, I could write it in 2 sentences and Claude Code can easily understand it. And it gives you a Pine script that I can just like copy and paste into here. And, you just go back and forth until you get it to have no errors and to actually work. And then it's not like amazingly profitable, and I'm not claiming that it's gonna like you can do this and make money, but like that it is technically profitable. P&L is up, like the drawdown is definitely like, it's not ideal that the drawdown is so large, especially if you trade on prop firms like me. But like the win rate is really large, and the reason the win rate is so large is because I found from doing this with like Claude Code and just like testing different variations, the most profitable variation is just doing a fixed 10-point profit target, which that's something I've also manually back tested before. And TradingView just makes it really easy to like, I can go in here and do, okay, let me test like what's the take how much profit, what would the P&L be if it takes, I'm stumbling with my words. What would the P&L be if I change the TP to 15 points? And I can easily just see like, okay, is it more profitable? Is it less? And 20 points, and it like automatically updates. So I stuck with 10 points, not because I'm trying to I don't want to over optimize that. I just want to like have it run and actually trade on an eval and see what it does. Cause like we talked about this before, like, you know, it's hard to code something manually and get it to be like profitable for a long time. So I'm taking the first step, just like putting it in and then like letting it go. So it's only been yesterday I took a trade and today I took a trade on a Lucid account, which I believe is showing here. Yesterday it was successful, and today for some reason it entered. Like that's the thing with making a bot. It didn't go long for some reason, and then it just ended up going short at the exit. So like I opened
because it missed the entries for some reason.
Oh yeah, no. So I opened the account. I can show you.
It obviously left the short entry in, and didn't, yeah.
So I figured out why, but like, yeah. So like the account is up $181 right now. So it's not like, you know, but yeah,
with an 80% win rate. I mean, like it should. Well, assuming it doesn't keep making mistakes, but it should grow that account over time and hopefully keep you within the levels of the prop firm.
Yeah, which is the way that the strategy works. Again, is the stop loss is at the ups and the range, but because the TP is fixed at 10 points, your TP is always going. Your wins are always going to be like 100. I drag this up.
Yeah, so you could get quite a big loss when.
Yeah, so like as long as you don't start with, you know, some of these losses of 500, 250, you know, if you take more than 4 losses in a row, you know, you might blow the account right away. So it's a matter of also just, you know, I don't know if luck is the right word, but, you know, timing in the markets. Like,
yeah, I think timing is probably the key. I mean, I did a lot of bot building back in the day, and what I find is that, you know, the more data you have, the more confident you can be. And the problem with TradingView is that the data is limited to whatever they've given you with your plan or what have you. And therefore, you know, what happened before November last year, which is not that far away. Right. So it's like, what happened? Was it still profitable back then? Were there months of the year that it's not profitable? So it's all well and good. I mean, if I was going to recommend anything, I'd recommend possibly chucking it on a different platform and getting some more data and seeing what the reality is, because you're kind of going in a little bit blind with just 8 months worth of data behind you. Yeah. Look, it's worth it. It's worth a crack.
Yeah. The reason I chose this one though is because like I know Tom Hougaard is legit. Like his strategy, like he makes money with it. So it's more like I know it's probably not going to be profitable maybe like long term, but I feel like using a strategy that you know is working for someone else is like the best bet. So
and look, yeah, Tom's been on the show before, and he's a good trader. He is kind of drawdown heavy, I would say, for a lot of traders out there. I.e., he's there to make money. He's not there to worry about like risk to reward and all that sort of stuff. You know, if he sits through a bit of drawdown over the day, it's the mental side that he's working on, not the not trying to match some kind of fixed risk to reward. So, which aligns to what you've got here with a 10-point take profit. And I guess you don't know what the take profit is on Tom's account when he trades.
I believe he uses the like he's mechanical with his entries, but I believe uses discretion for his exits. So sometimes he lets it run, sometimes he takes profits quickly, sometimes he lets it reverse all the way back down to stop him out. And he uses like discretion and situational analysis. Like he'll do really niche backtesting maybe the weekend or the night before and learn something and be like, okay, I'm going to use this today to give me an edge. And, he makes money, so it works for him.
Yeah, and I suppose he might be what I'm assuming. Like I haven't seen his channel for a while, but what he might be doing is seeing other setups happening against his setup to get him out of a trade or in favor of his current trade to get either in again or just keep him in the position, which, you know, that comes with experience and you know, over time it becomes easier for people who know how to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, if candlesticks still confuse you, they're costing you more than you think. My private mentor JJ's decoded 25,000 hours of trading into one better candlestick. Click the link in the description or visit tradingnut.com to watch the free video and grab the free guide.
Hey, look, Erick, any more that you want to mention on this unique little strategy here that you've built?
No, I mean, I just think it's really cool. Like everyone right now, if you have access to Claude code for what I think it's $20 a month, you can like get it to build you things. Like we're in such a crazy time right now. And like, you know, I did this pretty quickly, probably within 2 hours. You know, imagine what happens if you grind at something like this and you, maybe not a bot, but something else trading related, something to like scan the markets for you or like monitor setups or like text. I saw a video, one guy coded something to text him like, oh, there's a potential setup. Like it literally sends him a text to his phone. It's like, you know.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a secret for anyone that stuck around to the end of the video. I'm probably getting, I don't know, at least twice a week, somebody sending me a new trading dashboard they've created with AI. And it's like,
me too.
I've got this new product. It's like, where were these products like 2 years ago or a year ago? They weren't even there. Now everyone's got a new trading dashboard that they want to push out to the market. So, hey, look, Erick, once again, thanks for coming on the show. If you do want to check out the interview we did beforehand and get Erick's full story, then there'll be a link below the video to that and all his socials. If you just want to remind people what they are again.
Yeah, it's Erick Jablonski. So just at Erick Jablonski, my first and last name. Instagram's the main one.
Brilliant. Well, folks, yeah, head down there below this video. Whilst you're down there, hit subscribe, like, and that notifications bell, and we'll see you in the next one.